What's all this talk about the doTERRA or the Young Living Farms? Because I heard that, excuse me. Well, I'm going to cover that in today's video, so stay tuned and don't go anywhere. How each company grows their plants and then extracts the oils has a lot to do with ownership, has a lot to do with partnership, has a lot to do with the communities in which they get them from, and I'm going to cover that in the next section.
Hey, this is Lance McGowan with Essential Oils Me, and today we're going to talk about the doTERRA and Young Living farms and where the oils come from, because that's important. Sourcing is importantes. Okay, so we got doTERRA here on the left, which I'm going to talk about. Oils come from all over the world, and then Young Living on the right here, you can see they're coming from all over the world as well. So when it comes to corporately owned farms, doTERRA owns a big goose egg, 0. When it comes to Young Living, they own 7, according to their website, seedseal.com. But you can see here the first farm, British Columbia, Canada, and they have specialties with regards to what plants are grown there, and that's more on their website. And this is more of an overview. But yeah, so the second farm is in St. Mary's, Idaho. The third farm is in Simian La Rotonde, France. The fourth one is in Guayaquil, Ecuador. Ecuador. I like that. That sounds a good ring to it. Highland Flats, Idaho, Mona, Utah, and then Salalah, Oman. I like that. That has. If I mispronounce these, just go easy on me. But anyways, those are the 7 farms that Young Living corporately owns, and we're going to talk about the other types of farms. So doTERRA, what they specialize is in partner farms. So there's 40 plus countries that doTERRA partners with, specific communities to get these plants and oils, and then works with them from a quality standpoint, distillation standpoint, to make sure everything's up to par. And then Young Living also has partner farms. So Young Living doesn't own all their farms. They own 7. And then to get the rest of the volume and the rest of the oils, they also have partners around the world. And then when you're looking at other types of farms that Young Living gets the oils from, there's also certified seed to seal suppliers. So there's basically 3 types of farms that Young Living gets their oils from: the corporately owned ones, which is 7, and then the partner farms, and then the certified seed to seal suppliers. And now what I don't know is how many farms make up each one of these categories, because they could also be changing and being updated every year as demand increases or goes down. So it's hard to say, but but we do know, based on their website, Seed to Seal, that there's 3 types of farms that Young Living sources from. So Young Living doesn't own 100% of their farms, which is what I commonly hear, but they own 7. Okay, so when you look at doTERRA, there's a number of ways that they get their oil, ensure that they're high quality as well. And so the CPTG, which you can see here on the left here, it stands for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And so that is the beyond organic third party testing quality assurance that you get with the oils, and it's unique to doTERRA. There's also co-impact sourcing, which allows doTERRA to work with these communities and really help develop and cultivate their really efficiency and quality and make sure they're up to par. And then the whole source2you.com is what I talked about in another website too, but it helps with growers, distillers. It also links up scientists and practitioners, all to help you understand how you can verify the quality that you're getting. And so you can look on the bottom of a doTERRA bottle, there's a batch number on there, and you can type that into the source2you.com website and verify the quality, not just of that plant, but actually of that batch that is listed on the bottom of that bottle, which is very important for verifying quality, not just making a quality statement. All right, so the focus with doTERRA when we're talking about farming is to reduce poverty in other countries and source 100% indigenously. What that means is where the plants are naturally grown. And so that's going to factor in a lot of things like soil quality, elevation, rainfall. It's going to, a lavender grown in your backyard is going to have a different chemical constituent profile than the lavender grown in France. And so that is really important to keep in mind. And so it's not just, growing something, it's making sure that all of the elements really help to make sure it has the ideal chemical constituent profile, which will help with your overall results and benefits. And when you look at Young Living, their focus when it comes to farming is more on ownership of parts of the oil supply chain and sourcing oils from other farms to fill in the gaps. And so, like I said earlier, you can see that they own 7 and then they have partner farms and certified seed to seal suppliers. And so this helps with their supply chain and filling in gaps as well. All right, so the next steps are to click the links in the description to learn more.
When we think of quality, you want to think of more than just the farming practices or just farms and the silo isolated concept. You want to also think about, the elevation, the soil. Was there pesticides or herbicides used? Was there third-party testing? Is there a way to validate that third-party testing? There's so many things to look and consider with regards to that, making sure that there aren't any contaminants, no fillers, no pesticides, no alcohol solvents. So it's thinking about, the obviously environmental things. There's the ownership or partnership aspect of things, and then there's the things that the oil should not include. When you look at an ideal chemical constituent profile of a plant, you want every oil batch to match that particular template. And when it's off, there's going to be some deviations from a chemical constituent standpoint, maybe a little bit, but when it's completely off, that is when you want to throw up the red flag or the warning signs. And the only way to know that is through testing. And the only way to know that from a consumer standpoint is to verify that that testing has been done in an objective way. And so one way that doTERRA does that is the sourcetoyou.com website, which I highly recommend you checking out. You can just look on the bottom of a bottle and get that batch number and type that in to verify how that batch did with regards to its testing process. But that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you can get more video updates, or click one of the links in the description box below so you can continue to get your learn on.